What's going on, everybody? A Delicious Mango, and yes, it has been confirmed on Twitter that the Bocek Bow will be receiving a nerf in the near future. A lot of people have been saying the bow needs a nerf, that it's OP, but what I want to talk about in this video is how should we nerf the Bocek Bow? Now, let's be real here. The gun meta outside of the bow in Season 9 is maybe the best it has ever been. This season, it didn't launch great, but there is an enormous amount of people that are trying to play the game, that are getting back into it because of arenas, because of Valkyrie, because of a really fresh weapon and legend meta. Valkyrie's a meta-defining legend that's not completely game-breaking. She's really fun to use, but it's not super overpowered. She's just different than a lot of our options. And the bow should feel the same way. But the problem is when the bow is just getting so strong that everyone feels like we have to use it. And then the better people get with this bow, the more ridiculous the kills can get. The biggest thing that I'm going to point to, and the problem with the bow in my opinion, a lot of people are saying, oh, we should just fix the fire rate, or, you know, we should fix that it should slow down over time, be harder to hit a distance, but I will get down to the nitty-gritty of it. It's as simple as damage output. Now, of course, if someone hits a headshot, that should be rewarded with a big multiplier, but the big sticking point here is that the Bocek Bow fully pulled back, that means at full strength, against a normal opponent, so not Caustic, not Gibraltar, against a normal opponent, a body shot does 70 damage. And that is entirely too much for this one reason. If you're going to keep this gun like the bow and not like a Sentinel where it has a long drawback time, now of course with tempo it's different, but if you're going to keep it kind of that mid-range archery type weapon, you cannot make this gun a 3-shot kill on a purple shield. That is way too fast. It is going to make people feel like they're getting deleted off the server because they are. The Sentinel is a little bit different. Of course, with Deadeye's tempo, like I said, it's a little bit faster now, but still not quite the same as the bow. With the bow, it doesn't matter if you have a white shield, a blue shield, or a purple shield. It is a 3-shot kill, and that is where the big sticking point is. It doesn't feel like you're getting rewarded for taking fights and leveling up that shield. It doesn't feel like you're any safer with a purple shield than you are with a blue shield or with even a white shield, because it doesn't really matter. You're still going to get shot in 3 shots. For those of you who don't know, obviously 70 times 3 shots is 210. So unless you have a red shield or you have a fortified legend, you're going to die in 3 shots. And this gun shoots very quickly. So if people are saying, why not just slow down the rate of fire? I don't think you can slow it down too much without making a gun not fun. I do think the bow should be very frequently used. When you have a new weapon in the game, you want it to be a hit. And I think the bow is very fun and people enjoy using it. What they need to do instead is simply nerf the damage from 70 to 66. I think that's the minimum it has to be dropped down. The reason why I picked the number 66 is because against an opponent with a purple shield, it will not be a 3-shot kill any longer. At 66 damage, you will not die in 3 shots to the body, and it gives you at least 1 more arrow shot chance to escape. Now, I do think there are some things that we can do as far as the projectile speed of the arrows. They are really, really fast. Perhaps there should be some damage drop-off as well, which means that the further the bow travels, the less damage it does, much like how the charge rifle had to be balanced. Of course, the charge rifle is the only hit scan gun in the game, but you can make an argument that the bow is the next closest thing to hit scan. This weapon shoots very, very fast, which is kind of strange for an arrow in the first place, which is why I also think that maybe a secondary nerf should be, you know, arrow velocity. Maybe it should slow down a little bit, not be so fast. But if there's any one change, I believe it has to be a damage nerf. You should not feel the same level of, you know, safety with a white shield as you do with a purple shield. And in this current gun meta, that's what you get. If you have a purple shield, you're just as scared of the bow as you are with a white shield because it's 3 shots to kill. That is entirely too quick. People are getting obliterated off the map with Deadeye's tempo, and at the highest levels of play, everyone's running the bow and everyone's trying to find a Deadeye's tempo because it's simply better than every other gun. Now, granted, yes, the bow can be a little bit harder to use. Now, I've seen a lot of people that are trying to use it at mid-range, and I think if you just used a flatline on R301, you would get more kills. But that's not necessarily the point of this video. When used to its maximum potential, the Bocek Bow is unbelievably powerful, and at the end of the day for me, we need to drop the damage more so than anything else. Fire rate keeps it fun, the projectile speed makes it really interesting and viable at long range, but the damage is entirely too much. I think dropping it from 70 to a maximum of 66, making it a 4-shot body shot kill against a purple shield is enough. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end of the video. Subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I'll catch you all in the next one.